It's just because you bring in Ukraine and Russia. We all know of the historical antecedents, the collapse of the Soviet Union, Yeltsin leading to Putin, his ambition and all of that. But we also know about the fact that there were some unwritten agreements about not encroaching on the other's territory. NATO remained, but has that been a crucial part of the problem we find in Ukraine? It's leaning towards becoming a member of NATO.
When it comes to big power politics, they don't respect the rules. Now, let me tell you something. Assuming, for example, the present government gets into an agreement with Russia for the Russians to come and place intercontinental missiles in Ghana, Ghana will be bombed by the next minute by the US. They won't have intercontinental missiles sitting across the Atlantic aimed at them. And you know what happened with Cuba?
Yes, the Cuban missile.
Yes. So the Americans have been doing it. And the Americans have caused a lot of coups in the Latin American countries in order to safeguard their security, their concept of security. Now, are they the only ones who have a right to think of what is safe for them? The Russians also have the right to think of what is safe for them. And you've created this NATO. The NATO is an anti-Russian organization. It's intended to contain Russia, and it's intended to be used against Russia in the case of war. And you want them to sit there and for you to...
Is it just Russia? I mean, the Soviet Union has collapsed. It's defunct. It's no longer... And in fact, from Lithuania to Poland to Estonia and all of those countries, they have formed, their own governments, a lot of them leaning towards democracy, not like what we had in the former Soviet Union. Some would ask, don't these countries have the right to determine which way to go, self-determination? What do you say to that?
There's a limit. You see, for example, Poland and the others have joined NATO. The Russians, they cannot contain all those countries that belonged to the Soviet Union, So they know there's a limit to their power. But when it comes to, say, Georgia and Ukraine, Ukraine is next door to Russia, and they have made it clear they don't want NATO next to them in Ukraine. They made it clear on so many occasions, and everybody should have listened to it.